So, the DCU has dropped the official trailer for Clayface. Welcome back to Cape Critiquers. Today we are going to break down our thoughts on the Clayface trailer. Okay, did we all like the trailer?
I actually loved it.
I liked it. Yeah,
it reminds me a lot of the recent Spider-Noir trailer, or not the recent one, just Spider-Noir trailer, because it's weird. It kind of feels cheapish, but also looks good. Well, I think the most interesting part of this entire thing to me is that the DCU is kind of just doing a Blumhouse thing and making a $40 million horror movie.
Well, no Blumhouse movies $40 million, other than Five Nights at Freddy's.
We were saying they don't even reach $40 million.
Yeah,
but
I don't even know if that one was.
They're making a cheap horror movie because the DCU is essentially like Marvel, right? Where it's everything they make is these $300, $400, $500 million movies that are just these giant spectacles. And for them to take a page out of Blumhouse's playbook and make this cheap in the standards of big Hollywood movie, $40 million horror movie in the superhero genre is something that people have been clamoring for in the genre forever,
right?
And haven't ever really gotten. And two, Blumhouse is one of the most profitable studios going right now. Oh, yeah. So this could just, if anything, be just a nice financial shot in the arm for the DCU. Also, the trailer already has over 2 million views, and just James Gunn posting the poster had 200,000 likes on Twitter.
Yeah.
For a D tier Batman villain.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. That's good business. And it gives the fans what they want. Yeah, it keeps us interested. And I think that's a cool way to go. Maybe you don't always need the $300 million to make this big extravaganza. Give us a good story. That's you can all I'm asking for.
You can make a good story and a great movie on a B budget. I think it's pretty good.
I'm trying to think of one, and the first one that popped in my head was that movie Tremors. With Kevin Bacon and everything. That was kind of low cost.
Oh, of course, definitely. Yeah.
But the following it got, I mean, you're talking to 20 years later, and I still love the movie. If I see it,
it's a good movie. I thought they have at least one.
Tremors 2.
And
to this day, they have a Tremors 6.
Right.
I was going to say,
but I'm talking the original one.
Yeah, the original was great.
Put that out. Yep. They gave us a good story, and I'm hoping Clayface is the same way. Give us a good story. I don't care how much you spend on the movie.
It seems reasonably similar to The Substance, just kind of similar horror movie idea, I guess.
Originally Mike Flanagan was attached to write and produce this and direct this entire
I think I saw he's still producing it.
Okay, he might be producing it, but he's totally out on writing and directing because apparently one of the rewrites just didn't like it. So it is weird though, because it doesn't seem like they were gonna make this movie ever, and then Mike Flanagan was just I love Clayface, and then just approached James Gunn with the idea.
Well, he specifically liked version from the animated series,
Feet of Clay.
Which it seems because that's a very different story from most, just specific.
Well, it is different from the comics.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I don't know about Clayface from the comics, from DC Comics. I'm going mostly by Creature Commandos. I had assumed he was just an alien on this planet. That's why he had the powers he had. So this is kind of new to me that it's...
Yeah, so we also, just because you mentioned Creature Commandos, Jack kind of confirmed that Gunn has confirmed that the Clayface from Creature Commandos is the same one that will be...
Well, he kind of did because he liked to comment theorizing that they're the same one, which I mean, I don't know, it could get retconned somehow.
But I'm trying to figure out then when, because this looks like it's an origin story.
Yeah,
so
he
it's
says
obviously
this is very
before.
early before. This is apparently before anything, any DCU or movie or show, which is also very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it'll ever really tie back into anything.
It'd be nice if it did, though.
I'm sure Clayface, the character, will.
Do you think we'll ever see him again?
I mean, if he was in Creature Commandos, I'm sure they'll fucking use him somewhere.
Maybe. I could see Gunn just randomly having him pop up somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, this actor isn't some big guy also, so it won't be hard to get him. I imagine, unless he rises.
I think in the trailer, the police car had Gotham.
Yeah, it is set in Gotham City.
So that leads into one of the upcoming Batman things. I think that'd be great.
I mean, I don't think it's completely out of the question to get some kind of first look at the I mean, not even the first look, but live action first look at the DC Batman.
Yeah.
We already know that he exists out there.
Well, it kind of it might just be to build Gotham as a city, but it kind of looked just 70s ish.
Yeah. This is early
vibes. Which I don't know if it actually is or
Yeah, but that hospital bed was definitely an earlier style hospital bed. There's no doubt.
It might just be like stylistic. I mean, like we're fucking gonna see puppet Robins in like it's 3 years or whatever. So who knows?
Definitely creepy.
Yeah.
So
Now, Jay, you mentioned that it's going to be the Basil Carlo story.
Well, it's the story of Basil Carlo from the Feet of Clay episode of Batman the Animated Series, but the character is Matt Hagen.
So they're like intertwining the two characters, basically.
Well, it's weird though. Like, why would they just?
That's where
I wonder if it's just more of like a name thing. Just
I got to go back and watch that Batman animated series. That was some good stuff.
I think it was like the 6th episode or something.
Yeah, I think it's like widely regarded as one of the best episodes. So
Oh,
yeah, I don't know. I don't remember which one's which. Like, I think Matt Hagen in the comics is like a fucking like adventurer.
Yeah, he's a exactly. He's a
And then like he goes on a trip or something, and then like falls into like a fucking puddle of goop.
Yeah, basically.
And then becomes
Basically.
Clayface.
It's
and
funny.
the Basil Carlo he's an actor that has some surgery done to him.
Yeah, like I don't remember if it's like I think it's been retconned a few times. Like he gets into like a car accident in one of them, and then one of them he just like gets older. Yeah. And it's kind of more like The Substance actually, where it's like he's just an aging actor and he wants to try to, get leading roles again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like in this one, though, it's something to do with, like, some mob payback. There's that one shot of him getting his face sliced in an alleyway or something.
Well, yeah, like, I think it's like I know there is one comic story, and I think it's, like, after the, like, show came out, where it's, like, he has to pay debts for this drug or something. So, I don't know.
Interesting.
What are they saying, October?
Yeah,
October 23rd, yeah.
And we've been seeing, like, the little posters that they've been releasing, right, of like up and coming actor of him looking good, and then there's a one poster of his face drooping. So
it's kind of cool. If it's good,
cool.
it's good. It's a week before Halloween. You know,
it used to be the 25th anniversary of 9/11.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Good thing they changed that one. Another thing that I noticed, like all of it does kind of seem like this indie horror movie, and then like you get the one shot of like the shadow, and it's like the spiky fist thing, and it's like, all right, that's a little DCU superhero-y. So like I could see the tone that they're going for. I just hope that it's not all over the place with that. Like hope they're not trying to shoehorn in the fact that like this still is in the DCU and it's like goofy. Because I feel like if you're gonna make a horror movie, just make a horror movie.
Yeah, period. I know. 100% agree. And if you're gonna bring the character in, don't do a Ghost Rider where you make a 2-hour movie and you give us 10 minutes of Ghost Rider and the rest of the time is just.
Well, it seems like he's gonna be pretty clay throughout this whole thing.
Yeah.
People said the scene in the bathtub where he like clays over his face, like apparently, and I don't know if it's true or not, it could just be speculation, but like the entire bathtub is him made of clay.
Well,
wow,
that's interesting. Something funny about what you just said is there's like a meme going around, like with Daredevil kinda, or I guess more Daredevil born in season 1, where it's like people call that Surf Dracula. Because it's like there's so many shows nowadays there's so many shows nowadays where like the title is like kind of only like the title character is only ever like themselves at like the fucking final episode. And it's just like the rest of them is just like Surf Dracula, like building up to Surf Dracula. You know.
Can you give him more of an explanation of Surf Dracula?
I'll try to find the tweet.
Such a funny Surf Dracula.
It's even funnier too because like there's just like a sub meme of that now, just like Surfing Joker, and it's like there is a character Surfing Joker now.
Well,
because like he surfs in one.
Well, I think that was first actually, because it was like people were talking like there was one like theorizer guy who was like, now that Gotham is flooded, is a perfect time to introduce a certain DC character,
Surfing Dracula. Or Surfing Joker.
Here comes Dracky.
But Joker did surf.
Oh, it's actually.
In the original. In the originals, they had a contest. Right?
Yeah.
So this actually, this Surfing Dracula is actually from 2021 apparently, and just got popular again. But back in the day, if you did a TV show called Surf Dracula, you'd see that fool surfing every week in new adventures. But in the streaming era, the entire first season got to be a long-ass flashback to how he got the surfboard until you finally get to see him surf for 5 minutes in the finale.
That's true. It's such a like fucking great point, just like constructed through the stupidest possible fucking lens. But like, it hits the nail on the head.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else to say about Clayface? I'm excited for it.
Yeah,
and
I'm looking forward to it.
So, something interesting actually is apparently there's a montage of missing posters featuring the names of other Clayfaces, Basil Carlo, Preston Payne, Sandra Fuller, hinting at the Mudpack comic team-up.
Okay, yeah, they do team up. It's kind of just like the Council of Reeds, but it's just a bunch of fucking Clayfaces, and they team up.
That's weird.
Also, I think
That's kind of why I thought they were aliens, because I figured they were
Like Venom.
A
or
race.
Random.
A race.
that kind of came here.
it's like
as
this
a-
is where it gets weird for me. Is like when all of those guys, because there's like 50 of them in the fucking comics. There's just so many Clayfaces.
Well, I mean, it's just like there's multiple ways to make it. Also,
I know
it's weird.
it's weird, but like when they team up, it's like do they just like discuss like how they became Clayface?
Fucking Spider-Man No Way Home.
Yeah. And like they all look different too. Like one's the classic one. I think that's Basil. Is like the classic like looking Clayface. That when I say the word Clayface, you picture in your mind. You know,
Yeah.
like the orange
The
one.
walking orange
The
blob.
name Basil Carlo reminds me of that Zach Galifianakis clip with Brie Larson, where he's like, her parents named her after a fucking cheese.
It's the show between the two
Yeah.
ferns.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was hilarious.
My favorite's the Matthew McConaughey one.
Yeah.
He just starts flooding the fucking studio.
Also, when he fucking first episode just starts touching Michael Cera.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, we should fucking talk about poop
Mhm.
surfing Dracula.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is there? Yeah. I'm excited for Clayface,
Yeah.
and I'm happy that we're just getting a completely, totally different thing out of the DCU.
Yeah.
It's weird that this is one of the first like 5 fucking projects in the DCU
Yeah.
though. I'll say that.
Well, it looks like they're molding a pretty good show. So.
I like that molding a good show.
Oh, it's Clay.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Post-credit scene predictions.
I don't-
Clayhounds.
I don't even know if it will have one.
The Clayhounds all get together.
Clayhounds?
That's my new name for the what is the Pact of Clay.
Oh, that's fucking funny, actually. Because they're the Mudpack.
The Mudpack.
All right.